Hello everybody, so you're here today, you got the new peer, the new CSP, and you're not happy because your game looks something like this. We are in an online server. Let's go ahead and change everything about the game right now in a couple of clicks. Open up Peer Planner. Peer Override, it's the blue P. Now we're going to hit the weather system. I personally am going to use heavy rain clouds. Let's change those in this online server. Now let's hit the data tab. Let's take the rain amount down because the rain is actually server-sided, so we can't actually see the rain. And let's put some mist up. Let's go ahead and make it a little misty out here. And we're going to create a realistic vibe really quickly here. And anybody can do this in any online server. It's no problem. Let's go ahead and reset this to be completely defaulted. Hit the track tab, hit landscape, uncheck landscape, hit standard track adaptions, add in just a little bit of smog, so we got some smog. We will make the fog shape 0.6 because I know that one will let the clouds peek through a little bit. Let's increase the cloud brightness. You can see that we don't see anything. There is no clouds there that we can see. So let's go ahead and go back to the Peer Planner app. Let's go to data. Let's lower the mist a little bit and see if we can get some kind of clouds peeking through. Let's go back to sky, increase the sky a little bit, increase the cloud brightness a bit. We still don't see it. Go to track again, put the track horizon down a whole bunch, and we're going to see if we can start to see some clouds. There they are up near the top of the mountain through the different layers of fog that we just created in seconds. And now we're going to go ahead and turn down the night light pollution because we don't want any. We're in the canyons where it's supposed to be dark. Let's take the light and go to the bounce light section under CSP there and turn that way down so we don't have an insane amount of headlights going on. And let's pop this into hood cam and see how that looks. That looks really good. We're going to go for a drive in a sec here. But right now, let's just keep fixing this up a little bit here. The reflection emissive boost, I want at 0 because we don't need any boost from any emissives. We'll take the daylight multiplier, we'll turn that down just a little bit so it's a little more nighttime. We'll turn down the cloud contrast just a bit, turn down the brightness a bit, and let's go ahead and see how this looks. We'll turn down the light ambient saturation, the ambient level, the advanced ambient level. Keep in mind, we are at nighttime here, and we are trying to make this nighttime. We'll turn down the light lowest ambient. We'll go to the post-process adjustment tab. We'll hit PP adjustments. We will turn down the saturation because the game is really saturated by default. We'll turn down the gamma just a little bit to make it a little more darker overall. And then what we'll do is we'll hit F5 and we'll check out the glare on the lights. I don't like the glare on the lights. You can see headlights in the distance going through the canyons in this public free server that I'm hosting. So now what we'll do is we'll quickly go to the post-process filter itself, and I like to personally run about 20% exposure. So let's get that exposure down. It's looking nice and dark. You can see canyons in the distance, which will illuminate even more under our headlights. And we got the mist in the headlights themselves, and now I don't like the headlight glare that we got going on here. It's just a little too starry, a little too bright. So let's go ahead, right click the Peer post-process filter, we'll go to edit, we'll go to glare, we'll turn down the luminance of the glare just like that, and then we'll go ahead and go down to the custom shape parameters. We'll turn down the luminance just a little bit in the middle there. We'll turn down the star luminance so it's not so starry and bright. We'll turn down the star length a little bit. Actually, let's turn it up a little bit. Let's increase the star number to be a little more realistic with the glare. I like the 4-point myself. Star secondary length, we'll make that just a little bit so we can see just a little bit of that glare. And now we have a nice realistic headlight glare through the fog. But from the sides, it's not over glary. This is what I like. Remember, this is all a personal preference. You can do this any way that you want to do it. And then what I'll do in here is I'm also going to go to the color, and I like to turn up this to make the game just a little more on the blue and gray side. And I'll turn down the saturation in here to 90% as well. and we'll add just a small 5% sepia, and we'll head down to the vignetting, which is going to be the black borders around the side of your screen, and I want those to just be at about 10% because I want a little bit of darkness on the edge of my screen outside of the headlights. And now we'll hit save, and let's just see how this looks when we're running down the mountains. The other thing I want to quickly do here is open up my pure config and hit export, and this is going to export these settings to the pure folder in your Assetto Corsa folder. As you can see, it's right there. I'm going to hit save as, and we're going to call it SCG Night Test for this canyon run that we're doing. We're going to hit save, and now we'll hit import, and we should be able to see this here. We hit import, it goes to the same settings that we had on, at which point we are now going to go for a quick rip down the mountain. Enjoy the graphics. You can do this too in that 5 minutes it just took us. And let's go for a rip here while I mute the mic and listen to a song that I've been really liking lately. Now this video again is not monetized. Feel free to watch the whole entire thing, leave it in the background, pick up the information that you need, replay it. It is all good. Have a good day, everybody. Stay gaming. It's not about what you got, it's about how you set it up.